What is up with it? Welcome to the Scar and Toph late night show. We've got a great show for you tonight. I am your host, Toph's right over there, but I'm Bobby Scar. I think that I need no introduction. You know, if you think about who I've been, former top 15 player. You know, I've got wins over PPMD, Azin, Ken, Isaiah, a couple other good ones. I've been, top. Is that not? Sorry, that wasn't the point. I was actually going to talk about myself as a commentator and content creator. I don't think I need to talk about my accomplishments or anything, but, you know, just to name the highlights, Foundation of Melee It On Me, the Spirit Bomb, which got Melee into Evo to give it its second breath of life, and the Scar and Toph show, and obviously the Reeds, top 8 at Genesis, you know, top 8 at Evo, top 8 at Big House, Summit, this show. Let's just get started, Ludwig. But, the other thing I forgot to mention is I got some one-liners. You guys know Sup With It. You know Walk Up Slowly and Down Smash, which, by the way, I've never really been a fan of. It just kind of happened. Just kind of said it. Kind of reminds me of some other, you know, kind of famous people who have not liked their greatest creation. I think Melville. Is it Melville with Moby Dick? I think Einstein really didn't like general relativity. He thought it was... He didn't want to be remembered for that. So, not really saying that you should compare me to Einstein or anything like that. Do I think that it might be reasonable to assume that that's true? Maybe. Has Dunsky's told me that directly? Yes. But you know, I'll leave that up to you to figure out. But despite my resume, despite my accomplishments as a content creator, I have a special message I want to bring to you tonight in the function of commentary. And that is the amount of information available, the resources, the tooling. What else? The stuff that helps the commentators bring the action right to you, the folks on the other side of the screen, present and future, thanks to live and VOD technology. What do you want? Yeah, I'll get there. And, you know, what I really wanted to tell you is, like I said, I've done some big commentary gigs, and to tell the truth, when I think about how much information is available to me to help me paint the story, it's about the exact same amount of information as available to the people in the stands and the people at home. We literally don't know shit. And in fact, the only people who are commentators who do know, like, all the stats and stuff have the face and voice of Taffakins. Sorry, Taffo, no offense. Ludwig made me say it, I swear. But for Evo, Taffakins was literally texting me matchup stats as I was commentating top 8. Not to name tournament names, but it is a fact. And I just want to give you an example of like how bad this actually is for the scene. So just imagine for a moment that somebody's playing pools and it happens to be, sake of argument, Dunsky's and Luigi Kid. I want to tell you something about Dunsky's. Number one, Dunsky's Falcon player has literally the best fade backs in the game. There's no Falcon who can fade back like the Dunsky's. He will tell you that, and actually a lot of top players have confirmed that. He also had the house that was the hub of SoCal. You had all top players coming to his house in SoCal, like Mango, Lucky, Westballs, Johnny. Is there anybody else? It's like everybody in SoCal. And that's kind of like the training ground. Now, if we're commentating this set and you've got Studebaker. Does Studebaker know that about Dunsky's? I don't think so. Jackzilla, did you know that about Dunsky's? I would bet not. But is it important information to bring to the people? I think so. On the other hand, you got Luigi Kid, and if I'm commentating, I don't know who the fuck Luigi Kid is. I've got like 2 guesses about him in general. 1, plays Luigi. Yeah? He does, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. And, you know, that gap in knowledge along with some other, like, minor details, you know, what majors have happened, who have won them. I don't necessarily keep up with all those things, and you could say that that means that I'm out of touch. And I'll tell you, I'll come clean. I think that might be true. But in my defense, I want to tell you something. In 2013, Spirit Bomb, we got Melee into Evo. That's when I really started commentating. To be completely honest, I basically just showed up to tournaments for 3 to 4 years straight, and I said the exact same shit, and nobody ever noticed. Literally, we had all the same top players. Mango's this weird dude who beats everybody. Mewtwo King is hella good. PPMD is hella good. Armada comes from Sweden. Levin's not there yet. I literally just said that every single tournament. Nothing changed. Now all of a sudden in 2018, you've got new matchups, new technology. Bananas? Who the fuck is Bananas? I literally never heard of him before this tournament. Did he beat Who did he beat this tournament?
Mango Mewtwo King.
He already beat Mango and Mewtwo King. Bananas? I don't know who he is. So you really can't hold it against me. That's what I think. What were we going to say after this? Where are we going after this?
Importance. Trees, forests.
Oh my word. Despite the fact that I may not know anything about what's going on, I seem to know one thing. I think it's why you guys keep me around. I seem to never forget that commentary in its essence is really for the people. I feel that it's all about immersion. What does commentary do that nothing else can, right? You've got people who are watching the tournament. Some of them are truly new to the scene. Others have been around for a long time. But with commentary, we have the ability to take people no matter where they are. And I think when I think about immersion, it's like we kind of all are sucked into this one reality, this one moment where we know what the stakes are, we know who's there, we know that it's important, and we know that the fact that we're watching it makes the moment bigger than it would be without us. And I think that that's sick. I think that we all love that. I think it's every single tournament is an opportunity to celebrate our community and how sick our game is. And I never forget that. I keep telling the stories. I keep pulling people together as best I can. What's after this? We're just guys.
Future commentary.
Hard skill to teach, but there is one thing that I believe. I believe there's other people out there who know exactly how to do that same thing. Without people who can tell the story, without people who care about the stats like Taffakins, really when you think about it, when I think about it, it's like everybody coming together makes Melee what it is. The fact that we're here, the fact that we've got this show to do, Summit's putting on some great skits, they've got the content, we've got people making merch, we've got people playing, we've got people pushing the boundaries of the game. I pushed the boundaries of the game a couple times. I was talking about Dudsky's pushed the boundary of the game. Toph's changing the game. Bananas probably changing the game. I really don't know much about Ice Climbers, but I bet he's done some shit. We got Slime. I just wanted to say your name. And so I believe in a world where we can be better than the sum of our parts. I think that every single person has something to offer. Whether it's the one thing that you care about in playing, like Oscar loves pummeling. He'll talk about pummels for hours. I'm playing him in friendly, he's just talking about pummeling. You know, you get 2 pummels here only if you do buffer down throw. You can do 3 pummels here. People don't know about pummels. People don't study pummels the same way that Oscar studies pummels.
We've got a great show planned for you tonight.
People study the pummels, and then you've got...
We'll be back right after this break.
About people who recover. You've got Oscar who does this thing, and then... And welcome back to the Scar and Toph Late Night Show. What is up with it, Toph?
What is up with it, Bobby?
So much.
That's right.
Yes. How are you feeling, man?
Do you want the honest truth?
I do.
I'm still riding the Mafia high. I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm
so happy for you. Cheers. Well played. I was ready. I was just calling you a liar to your face. And I knew that I was a liar. I don't like that. It feels horrible.
I don't think I've really been in a 1v1 situation with you quite that exact way. By the way, you've rolled Mafia a lot of times.
I was so mad. Okay, full disclosure. Don't hold this against me because I may do it in the future. I saw the ace. I literally took my phone out. I started typing a message in Google Keep. It was, Toph, can you please tell everybody that you saw my card and we need to redistribute the cards? I did not want to be Mafia. I actually was thinking about just kicking it over and being like, oh no! I hate being Mafia, dude. I don't want to lie to my boys.
Yeah. Can I be honest with you?
You may.
I had this whole, I remember my whole thought process every single night as the medic, and I saved Mango Net one. And as soon as the day broke and Brandon died, I had this tiny baby like seed of a thought in the back of my head. And it's just like, man, Scar really would kill Brandon.
I would kill Brandon. I love killing Brandon.
You've a lot, I know exactly why.
Why? Because I don't know why.
Because you have a lot of respect for him as a talent. Brandon, here's the thing about Brandon.
It's true.
Brandon is literally, if he's in a game of Mafia, he is a liability to the Mafia and an asset to the town, regardless of which
he's dangerous.
He's dangerous to Mafia, and he's great for the town.
He's dangerous
because he can't lie. He's the most honest man.
He's guaranteed town for free.
Yeah.
You need no cops,
That's
no
right.
nothing.
That's right. You just know immediately.
We iced him. I pointed right at him.
And so as soon as that moment happened, I thought to myself, gee, Bobby sure would do that. And then I kind of tabled that thought, but maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe I should have let it out.
Here's the thing. I feel like I was super helpful the whole time, even as Mafia. I like being helpful. I was pointing out the details. You know, I was saying I think Ginger's town. I said I think Shab's town. I did. Even if I were town, I would have said the same thing.
You're helpful to a fault. You're actually helpful to a fault.
That is my problem.
You were literally so helpful to town. Not this game per se, but last night's game or two nights ago.
Super helpful.
You were so helpful. Yeah. You literally were playing the role of helpful town until you died as Mafia. And
I love doing that. I love doing that.
But at least you get to go home like, well, I helped the town. I succeeded.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Yeah.
But you were medic. I called medic. I thought whoever it was dead, or really messed up.
It was a decent bet.
Really messed up. I was just like, Calamity. You were right about every single thing. The reason that we did that was because you told me last night, like, just don't play games. But also, you checked me, right? Did you check me at night?
No.
Who'd you check?
Chillin.
You checked Chillin. So maybe we had one extra night, but you would have saved him the next night. So we had no choice.
Yes, absolutely. Also, to be completely fair, I think this needs to be said as medic. Dude, everyone's like, oh, if he was really medic, he would have remembered bad who we picked.
No, I did
Dude,
not
I was
remember.
medic, and I was sitting there like, holy fuck, wait, who did I save? And
You didn't remember
like,
how many nights there were?
No, I did. I literally
Me neither.
Did. I literally fucking didn't.
So now we know, having been in the situation,
Yeah.
because, okay, all the lies that I'll say as Mafia, they have to come with truth, because you know that I can't just lie.
Yeah, of course.
I swear to God, I spent that whole round thinking, how many people did we kill?
Right.
How many nights have there been? I couldn't remember a single detail.
Dude, in the moment you freeze. Fucking froze.
And so I was honest about it. I was just like, dude, I swear to God, I don't remember who I saved.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Why'd you save me?
I think you're good. I think you're a good townie, and at the time I was feeling it. I don't know.
Good save, homie. Anyway, we have a special treat for you tonight. We wanted to go through some of the most incredible Mafia, let's call them blunders. Mafia blunders featuring Toph and Scar.
That's right.
Starring Scar and Toph. What's our first one? Oh, our first clip is going to be Ludwig, just a few nights ago.
I think we should start from the most recent because it's so fresh in our memories.
It's a special treat. Check it out.
2 minutes to nighttime.
I'm cool. Wait,
You originally said we had one kill, or like
Yeah, you still do.
so like only one of us is gonna die,
Yeah,
not two of us.
right.
He did say wait.
No, he said Mafia killed 9-0.
He said Mafia kills. He said we only get one kill.
Like one.
Why you keep saying we?
What's wrong with is it the way I'm saying it?
No, it literally we implies I am a member of the nation.
No, he told me.
We as Mafia. I think he means.
Town owns we, the members of Mafia, myself and two others.
Chill, I second that.
He's mumbling.
That folds his leg. He goes.
Well done, Ludwig. Thank you so much for bringing that to us.
My
and the
favorite
people.
part of that clip, can I tell you my favorite?
You may.
It might be the same as your favorite part of the clip. My favorite part of the clip, he goes, is it how I said it?
Am I saying something strange?
No, Ludwig, it was not how you said it. It was the content,
You know,
not the delivery.
yeah. In the moment, like it's a little bit confusing. Like, did he make a mistake? But it's so much better to view it after the fact with full knowledge that he indeed was Mafia. You said we get 1 kill. We get how many kills do we get in the night?
Wasn't that bad?
How many of
No, it
us
was
died?
bad. It was really bad. It was terrible. It was like it was so. Oh my god! It was so simple. I couldn't believe it to be true because I hold you to a fairly high degree of.
Yeah.
I think you act like a dumbass and you actually have a lot of intellect that you sort of.
I totally know what you mean, and I agree with that
And
assessment.
then I have to question that, and I'm like,
Like maybe the
Is that
dumbassery goes a little deeper than you once thought.
who won that poll?
Not a compliment.
Who won the off the sticks poll? Dude?
Not a compliment.
Who won the off the
Dude,
sticks poll? That's
Off the
fucking-
sticks was
let's go,
something,
baby.
man. I only saw a few things. I saw one tweet with the slime room. You guys do some shit, dude.
I laughed. I thought it was funny. Bobby's not a. Full disclosure, Bobby is not a raunchy humor guy.
No.
That's not. It's just not. When if you've ever watched Scar Toph, if you've ever watched Reads, you know we don't really do. I'm like I kind of can. I can like hang, but Bobby's like you don't even like Austin Powers.
No, I don't. Keep it above deck. Keep it
Right.
above board.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. All right. Let's kick it to
The next one, I want to set it up just a little bit. It was just like you said, where the simplicity, the simplicity of what really happened is the beauty of this humor. Now, Alex 19, no Mafia champ, I will say. Has had his fair share of rough draws. Actually, he believes to this day that Ken Shin literally counts out who he is and puts a Mafia ace so that it will go to him. I'm not sure. Maybe Ken would do that. But keep in mind that Alex is Mafia in this clip, and check out the first thing that he says, the first thing any single person asks him to say anything. This is my favorite moment.
Is that the most stressful thing in this fucking game is to be Mafia. Alright, I'm fucking over it after yesterday and this and that, so that's it. You always have to announce your fucking town. Huh? The most...
He has a hat.
I'm over it. I'm over this fucking game. It's round 2 getting forced to play.
I don't. Can you say?
Wait, are you saying?
It's a little sus. I don't know what he was trying to get at.
Are you saying you're over the game, like in general?
Yes.
So why do you play? Why do people who don't want to play
I get
play?
forced! But I just said
I
the
know
most
who to kill.
stressful thing
I know
to
who to
do
kill.
is get Mafia. I'm town and you have to announce it and then that is what it is.
Why are you so angry?
Can I ask a question? It's me. I know.
Damn
It's a win-win. He doesn't get to do
Hey,
it.
just relax.
I have a question. Alex,
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody who seems stressed out to you in this group?
Stress? No.
No one.
I don't know. No.
You're saying that people are likely to be Mafia are likely to be more stressed. Do you think anybody appears to be stressed out right now?
No.
Okay.
Town. Fuck you. No, town. I'm getting town vibes. Now that I understand you, town. I'm seeing. Town.
Town.
What's this weird, man? I actually don't. I do get town.
Everybody's town.
Everyone's town. Someone's
I
got to
don't
be
you skip people. Thank you.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's fine. I am the same type of town as Lovage and Brandon. I think we're both town.
Man, I super duper love that moment because I remember sitting there and listening to Alex, and I just remember he gets the hat right, and you heard what he said, but just for me to reenact it because I love reenacting. Alex is freaking the fuck out, and the only thing that he could think to say in that moment is, "The one thing I tell you is that being Mafia is stressful." And I remember playing that game, and I was like, "Is it possible that he's Mafia and he just could not say anything else?" He was so consumed with his own freaking out stress. Were we gonna watch his defense also, or are we gonna go straight to the next one?
No.
I wish that people could have seen that view that I just saw. I love you, Alex.
I think they saw just enough.
See his defense real quick.
Everybody doesn't shut the fuck up and everyone just pick somebody. Go for it. I don't know. Like, I'm town. All right? I'm town. I haven't heard much from you. I haven't heard much from you. But everyone's trying to...
It's quiet, bro.
You're done, dude.
Alright.
And I think that you played so bad yesterday, we should review it.
So, everybody
Heads down.
It's down.
Okay, we're gonna vote. Heads down. If you want to vote Alex off, if you think he's Mafia, raise your hands. 3, 2, 1. Everybody heads up. That is a majority. I think everyone voted but Crunch
And Toussaint.
Okay.
Super fun. I'm town. What's up, Mango?
What's up, Mango?
I'm barging in because I need to sleep. But I will give you some of my time.
We're just going totally off script.
We super appreciate that.
I like it. Do you want to watch the Crimson Blur? We had one more Mafia fail.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We'll rush to it and then we'll go right to Mango.
Yeah,
Let's check out Blur.
I'm on a sketch.
This is Blur in a different event. This is not a Smash Summit
Oh,
Mafia
is this the
event.
one where they
town.
did
It is.
I got invited for that.
Medic heads down. Vigilante heads up, pointing who you'd like to shoot. If anyone. Vigilante, please confirm if you'd like to shoot someone. Vigilante, heads down.
No.
Dude, you're mud killed. You're out.
Oh.
No noise. You're dead. Get out of the game. It's now daytime. During the night, Crimson Blur was mud killed. During the night, Blitz was also killed. 3 people remain.
Wait, what? So he was the
He was
mud
vigilante.
killed.
Okay.
You can hear him talking during vigilante. He was vigilante.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hang on,
that one's beautiful.
Hang on. Blur. You had the prestige of getting invited to the town, which is beyond the summit, the Dota community. Essentially, you're representing the Melee community in front of these, Dota, like, esports, Mafia tryhards. And you're the one hope we have as a community. And you pull that shit? I'm so embarrassed.
Embarrassed, but also somewhat impressed. He tried so hard.
I think he tried too hard.
Tried too hard. He fried his own brain, dude.
The Blur I know. I don't think he knows how to try hard. I think he just knows how to be the Blur.
That's actually an incredible point.
I think
because usually it's just like I feel like Blur. We were talking about this. Like a lot of people can change their minds. Like new information kind of comes in and it affects what they think. My sense with Blur is always he knows where he's gonna go. He's already made every decision he's ever gonna make. And so all it changes is how he says, for example, that his Marth's good. You know what I mean? He'll never change his opinion on whether he's good or not. It's just how he's gonna say it. So no matter what you say, he's figuring out how to move around it to get where he was gonna go anyway. That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Why is he like that?
Question that we may ask ourselves forever.
I want to get deep into the Blur's past, dude.
We do miss you, Blur.
I haven't seen Blur in a long time.
Mango, how you doing, bud? My homie. Doing okay? It's late.
It's a little late. I'm also mad that you finessed me in Mafia.
You know I didn't want to.
You just look so I would have bet our friendship on it. I'm like, Scar.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I don't know if that's
literally against all logic. I went against it. I was like, I don't know, man. Scar.
Do I feel good or bad about that? I kind of feel bad about it.
You can feel both.
I feel both.
Because you played me, so you got, but you also played your homie.
I have to say, from the outside looking in, obviously I knew I was the medic, so when you were Team Scar, I actually thought you were Mafia because I was like,
no I look bad.
And when I found out you were Town, I actually touched my heart a little bit because I was like, damn, if Mango thought Scar was Town in that context, then there's the best of bullets.
Kind of keeps.
We're all shaking.
Yeah, but if I was why would I defend Scar if I was Mafia? When he was so obviously.
Maybe
that's such a bad.
I thought you were desperate or something. I don't know.
That desperate?
I thought he was that desperate. That was the story I was going to tell. Toph's desperate.
No,
he sees an opportunity
Mango.
to win.
I thought Mango was desperate.
Oh, I don't know.
If I was actually Mafia, why would I be so hard to defend you when everything you said made no sense?
You wouldn't.
God,
Things I said made sense.
It is so boring not knowing a Mafia game and hearing people talk about it.
I know.
You watched the
This is how
whole
everybody
game.
else feels.
You watched the whole game.
I was on the camera. I wasn't paying attention.
You watch. He's just trying to be a cool guy.
You watched.
No, everyone hates when people talk about Mafia. No one in the chat is enjoying this.
People hate. You know what people hate more?
I think
You know what people hate more?
Everyone in the chat watched Mafia.
Yeah, I think the chat loves Mafia.
I think everyone in the
I
chat
get what
watched
you're
Mafia.
saying.
They're
You think
they're
people
bearing
tuned
it.
in at 11:45 p.m.? Oh, before I go to bed, I'm gonna watch that Beyond the Sun stream.
You know what people hate more?
It's worth a game. What do I hate more, Scar?
They hate more when people talk about how people hate talking about Mafia.
Well, I had to get involved somehow.
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome to the couch.
Welcome to the couch, dude.
I thought we were talking about Marvel Infinity War.
I thought we were too.
Can we get to that?
Couple segments from now.
Couple seconds from now, you're after Chillin, dude.
No. I'm before Chillin, dude.
You're not before children, dude. There's actually two people on the couch max. Bubby, who's running this show?
I am.
Somebody says I am.
You're not doing a very good job.
You run our show a lot better.
I didn't say Mango get off the couch.
This guy's in charge?
No, Mango's doing the right thing.
I need to go.
I'm down. I'm defending Oscar. If Oscar leaves,
Oscar's
I leave.
town. Oscar's town.
Oscar's town.
Please don't bring.
I stand with
Mafia.
Oscar.
I hate Mafia.
Well, you know why we're here? We're here for the people. What do the people want to hear about, Oscar? You want to talk about Avengers? I'm not ready to talk about Avengers right now. I'm talking about Melee.
That's what you brought me on to talk about.
I know, but
Can we
I'm
do
just saying not right now.
I think a recap of today.
I'd love
I
that.
think there was like so many upsets. We can just.
Oh my god.
That'll kill like 15 minutes.
I'm not trying to kill time.
Wizzy
I'm trying to create the
Leffen?
best content ever. Wizzy played nice.
Wizzy played nice.
I think the Wizzy left set.
You know what I saw in commentary? I think you're gonna agree. Leffen should have warmed up with Dunk for 3 games.
Dude, Dunk told me
After experiencing Dunk's fadebacks, he would not have missed 20.
Dunk
Dunk
has
told
the
me that
best
he
feedbacks
actually-
in the game.
Dunn told me that he actually I swear, he told me that he did practice with Leffen before.
Really?
And he said Leffen did not edge guard him at all. I said, Dunk, you gotta tell him. Yeah, tell him to go out there and kick you.
Dunk came to me, and he was bragging because he almost beat Leffen in one game. And he was
That's
like,
a
really
bad
happy
sign.
about it.
Almost.
That's
he
a bad
had
sign.
the read, and he just like missed the knee or something. And he said, if I remember correctly, this was like 10 hours ago. He said, he came up to me, he's like, I think Wizzy's gonna win. And he was like, because I warmed up with them. What would you say? You
Oh my
Just
god.
cut it over. Just pack everybody in.
I just warmed up with them, and every single time I warm up someone versus a Falcon, they always lose.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what
100% loss rate.
It's because you play so.
Sick? I
Thank
agree.
you.
I agree.
Yeah, but somehow it's not about being sick.
But how were your fadebacks?
The best in the world. I have the best feedback.
The best feedbacks in the
That's what
world.
the people want to do.
I'm not going to teach anybody how to get them, though. I'm just, this is for the Falcons.
I
It's
know
our
how you
secret.
get them.
Keep close.
I know how you get them.
You know, buddy.
I do know.
I think Wizzy played.
Stop hitting all my equipment.
He was
What if I was mic'd up?
converting on everything. Left hand was obviously sloppy. You look at just edge guards, but like.
Why can't he hit forward on the C stick? That's all I was wondering.
I've been telling Foxes and Falcos to hit forward on the C-stick and stop thinking for many years.
Honestly, it's like. Spacey players are so. We have weird egos.
You leave us. Oh, okay. I'm down.
I agree so far.
Every space player has an ego to an extent. And I think just doing this is like some floaty shit.
Yeah.
And like we want to like
You
go
wanna do
for a
something
read,
sick.
do a back air fade, like maybe edge cancel, grab the ledge. Like
Yeah.
I think, right?
True.
I think spacey players just, we don't want to be lumped in with
No.
floaties. We just don't want.
The only reason I ever have smashed edge guard is because to me, I know if I don't, I hear Scar's voice in my head. Toph, just forward smash.
Just forward smash, dude. It
Just
works every
forward
time.
smash.
Why
I
can't
hear
get
it
around it?
ringing.
Why can everyone's secondary Fox do that so easily?
So easily.
Fully charged.
We have no
In my
egos.
fucking
Because they don't have
face.
egos.
We have no egos. I think Mango
And
literally
left
answered
and
it.
drops it.
Because he has the biggest ego in spacey history.
He needs to work on it.
He's been trying. He was actually really humble after his loss today, I think.
Props.
What did he tweet?
He had a nice tweet. Wasn't
said,
too salty.
What was it?
I don't remember, but
cool.
it was fine.
Ludwig, pull it up. Isn't that
Ludwig,
Ludwig's
production?
You can't pull it up.
No?
Production?
Well, what?
He's not gonna do anything.
Nobody's not doing
He
it.
just said something, he didn't like. It was just nice. It was a nice. I was actually laughing today. When I lost, I just said I'm so bad.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You got banged out.
I actually thought you
pretty
played
sick.
well most of the set.
I played well, except when I needed to play well, and then I didn't.
I know.
That's the best way.
Like,
And like,
there's one character that you can't, that can't be the best
yeah.
against.
Honestly, like in I was playing Zane right before, and this. I'm trying to figure this out myself. I don't know what's happening in my head, but like, I play like a god in friendlies, and then I go to tournament and I just play like not even half of that.
Have you ever realized that most of the time you're playing friendlies, you're playing Toph and Dunk?
I was playing Zane. And I force-stocked.
Hey, we had
That's
some,
not what I
we had
saw.
some sick friendlies, Oscar.
Yeah, I warmed up with Toph,
Yeah,
and then I warmed up with Brandon.
I do know where you're going with this.
That was day one, though.
Every time I hear you say I'm playing so sick, you just fuck Dunk up for 8 games.
Hey,
He just said he was playing Xander. Right?
Am I wrong, Star?
It has happened in
No,
the past,
am I
but I
lying?
trust.
No.
I do
usually-
think that this is broader than just you, Mango. Oscar's bringing up a phenomenon that's across the whole community. Myself not included. I'm not immune. Sometimes I'll beat somebody's ass. I was beating Dunk's ass earlier. I was saying to myself, man, I'm playing hella nice. Let me bring on Oscar. Bring
Bring
Oscar
on
back.
Oscar. Bring on
'Cause
Oscar.
I'm ready for him
I
now.
thought we were playing Mafia again.
I'm just saying.
If you know anything about me,
Whoa. That was the end of the story? Oscar
I
was
think
brought on.
I think we went even.
We went even.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went even.
Oscar came on Scotch and Flex, dude. Oscar said, I'm going to sit on Scotch. I'm going to.
We went even.
Why do we have you here? Why do we work so hard to keep you here, Oscar? You're breaking all the rules.
There's rules to the show?
I'm just kidding.
This idiot Ludwig is running it, and he's not even here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's supposed.
What'd you say to me?
Nothing. You're good, bro. Okay.
You beer me?
Beer me.
What else?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Or did you tell him? Yeah, you
No, I'm like the pickiest person when it comes to who I play. So whenever I said I was playing good, I'm usually playing at least.
How funny is it if we ignore him asking for a break?
Wait, are we doing a break? If we do a break, I'm done.
There's breaks in this show?
We've got scheduled breaks in this show, but we can finish what we were talking about.
This is fucking mayhem.
I
Who's controlling this thing? I see Slime laughing. I see Rob saying just run it. I see Ludwig saying break.
Hope you guys are.
What is
enjoying
happening
lots
on
of
this
put
shitty show?
Love it. You
We
might
did
be
have
the
a-
most useless guest.
We did have a wonderful plan. If everything was going according to
You made me
schedule,
say.
we got content
You
segments on
started.
content
Tell the
segments.
people what you did. Love it. Tell the people what your backup plan was.
Bananas.
No.
No,
Don't lie.
They were
Lynch
fine
all liars,
bananas.
dude.
Tell
Lynch
the
all
people
liars.
exactly what happened.
I think you should actually be
Tell
ashamed.
people how I
of your
DM'd you.
I'm not ashamed of anything.
Tell them how I DM'd
I'm
you.
for you.
Just because I tried to replace myself with Hungrybox last minute. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought that would be great.
I think it would be great.
Now I'm here at 1:30 in the goddamn morning when I could be watching Doctor Strange again.
The
It's
second
not,
time.
it's not that I don't
What?
think it's
Let's run it
great.
back.
Run it back, dude.
Let's run
I
Doctor
believe it.
Strange back,
I'm
dude.
here. Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
I'm stuck in an infinite time loop with Oscar
let's
being on
go,
this
dude.
show.
I'm
crash
just
in the middle of
confused
it.
to be here.
Yeah, we all are. I don't know.
Mango, you want to tell us just a little bit more? We can go on break. We'll do our Avengers thing.
I thought I was hoping we would cut it.
No,
Yeah, you're stuck.
this is your punishment. I'm here to bargain.
Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
I'm here to bargain, Oscar.
You see that movie?
Oscar Ludwig, I'm here to
Were
bargain.
you wasted when you saw it? Because you don't act. It doesn't sound like you recognize this quote.
I've never watched a movie. If I go to the theater, I get drunk.
See?
You don't remember Dormammu, I've come to bargain? He says it 400 times in a row.
And well, I don't even know what movie we're talking about.
Doctor Strange?
I just think you should have said it.
I just love the cape, dude. That's as far as I go.
Fair enough.
The cape's.
What else you got for me?
Well, I was before Oscar interrupted me. And
He did.
I thought I was adding to the
Went on a
conversation.
I think it was an ad.
The point was, I was destroying Zane, the hardest I've ever destroyed him. I force-stocked him.
Zane's had a rough
Chillin
go of
watching.
things.
And not only did I destroy him, I was beating him with Falco, I was beating him with Fox. I was having a field day with him.
You're tossing.
I was like talking shit. I had my headphones on, so I'm talking hell loud, just talking shit to him. He says something, I just completely ignore him. I didn't care. And then I played bananas, and then I don't know what happened. And this happened to me at Evo. I was playing, not Dunk or not like Toph. His team made it seem that way. At Evo, I was warming up with SUJ and Swedish, and I was destroying both of them. The best Falco I've ever played. And then I go out and I get 0 for it on stage. So this is a common occurrence, and my struggle right now is figuring out why I play like a god here. And then within the span of playing like a god here to here, I just like drop off. It's not like
20 minutes.
Not even that, and it's not like I think I played bad against bananas. It's just like I was up here, and then I went to like down here. And even my down here is pretty good, but I was up here. So I don't know why. That's been my struggle.
You started the set against bananas, and I was like, I was watching you move. And
I was hot.
I was like, Mango's gonna win. It's not even gonna be close.
I just don't get it. So that's my melee struggle.
Dude, I literally had a theory about this.
That's currently my struggle.
That now escapes me, but I'm gonna think about it, and if I remember it, I'm gonna tell you because it may be the.
You have the key?
Maybe the knowledge drop.
You have the key to save melee?
Maybe. I had a theory that I was like, oh, This explains Mango to a good degree, but I don't remember it.
I'm gonna need you to remember that.
You have a theory to save Melee?
You got 10 hours, sir.
Not necessarily.
You got 10 hours. You're on the clock.
I am on the clock.
That's
No,
just
I won't think about it. I'm grinding.
That's just a big idea I want to unpack.
Well, let's talk about it tonight as we watch Doctor Strange. But we're going to go to a quick break. Mango, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I'll stay around for another 3 minutes.
Go for a quick break.
What do we got my 3 minutes?
Yes, you're right. But still break.
Yeah, we can do a break.
We'll be right back.
What is happening?
With the late night Scar and Toph show. Which is not what it's called.
Love it.
And we're back with, what's the name of the show? I always forget it. Scar and Toph Late Night Show. It should be Late Night with Scar and Toph. Next time we're going to change it. But the second ever show, no one left, much to our surprise.
Well, the break came out of nowhere, and we were discussing, and then they're like, "You're back."
Yeah, well, I just thought it was a perfect break point. I felt a transition, and it just took me.
I feel like nothing's changed, and we're in the same situation.
You start feeling the break moments.
We have segments.
Feeling your bones.
We're gonna run the segments, right? Is there a plan to the show?
Yeah. There is. The name of this segment is, I believe it's called the Oscars, named for a guest that we were super excited to have on the show.
Yeah, at a later time slot.
Yeah.
Speed
and
it along. Speed it along.
This is a you gotta chill out right now.
Yeah, you gotta chill out.
I'm gonna blow everything up.
Oscar's been a menace.
I'm gonna rip my
Bobby. I swear to God, Oscar was one commentator bracket, and he just turns into the fucking Incredible Hulk.
He's a beast right now. Speaking of Incredible Hulk, we watched Oscar watched Avengers Infinity War last week, I believe, for the first time. I watched it yesterday for the first time.
We're late to the boat.
We are late. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen it yet, maybe pause, come back in about 10 minutes. Yeah, there's bigger problems with that.
Quick question, what's the amount of time given where you can spoil a movie? Like, from release date to, like, is it a month? Is it 2 weeks?
You know, it depends on who you ask.
I think if you really want to watch the movie, and, like, 3 weeks go by, I can spoil you.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations for sure.
I think it's 2 weeks.
Is it statute?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Statute. Yeah.
We're gonna,
2 weeks? What do you think?
And the thing is, dude, there was so much press around Infinity War. I feel like everyone saw Infinity War. Some people saw it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. If you didn't watch it, you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
So we will spoil you.
There's one guy in chat that super wanted to.
Yeah, that's right.
He's saving it.
You gotta log in. I'm so sorry.
We had a lot of problems logically with the movie's plot.
We did.
What's the plot? We're trying to save the world.
We had problems with the fact that there were some characters who were trying to do the right thing, and just like in Melee, sometimes things go wrong and they threw.
Sometimes
they just threw.
Well, who threw
a lot of people.
The space guy, the
Quill.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Quill.
We're gonna take it character by character right now.
We're gonna take character by character.
He threw the
More
hard
characters.
Do I just ask for the first character?
Did it crack?
All right, so give us the first character.
I was telling Dunk he's got to put a case on his phone, and he didn't do it. And it just cracked.
It cracked earlier
You
today.
dummy, Dunk. I told you.
Dunk's phone did crack.
Sorry, go
earlier
ahead,
today. With the first character? Is that how we're doing it? Or we're saying it?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
He did not throw it any way. Doctor Strange was clutch.
He actually hard carried, didn't he? When you say?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was...
Strange hard carried.
Who carried harder than Doctor Strange?
So this is like, if there was a meter of 1 to 10 in throwing this, it's like questionable because yes, he gave Thanos the time stone, he just handed it to him, but it seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Well, he
right?
did the future thing.
He saw the future. Right. There's he knows something we
He
don't.
died for the cause.
Right.
Yes.
So
Literally.
he knew, but it was like a super calculated throw.
Now,
well, I mean,
He actually, I think, justifies every single action if you're to believe that it is the one path, because then the one path is the one path. So
He had to give it up.
The least.
I guess we're starting with him because we want to admit up front that perhaps everyone who threw
Didn't
not
throw?
knowing that they didn't throw, true
greater
lies, right?
context.
You told a lie that was to you a lie, but it actually was the truth. You didn't realize it.
But it was still so frustrating to watch that fucking idiot Quill.
Next
Close
character.
to the heart.
God, I hate
We'll
that guy.
We'll get to Quill. We'll
I
get to
hate
Quill.
that guy.
We'll get
He's
to
actually badass, but
him.
We'll actually get, dude.
no, he's
Peter
actually
Quill.
sick.
Boo.
He just had
Quill's-
a bad moment.
He had one of the worst moments.
Quill's
But
so
dude,
cool, dude.
How are you gonna
Yeah.
have Thanos in the fucking bear trap?
They killed this girl, dude. He got a little caught up.
This is called a heel
And
turn.
Peter Parker is pulling the glove off. Tony Stark's telling you not to do anything, and you sucker punch Thanos.
This is a heel turn.
Emotions took over.
This is a heel turn.
I-
This is
I
when The
kinda
Rock.
throw.
This is when The Rock. Everybody's Rocky, 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 and then they switch the music. Vince McMahon comes out, the corporate champion, and he raises his hand.
You know what
Give you some more.
Yeah.
And then the people start saying stuff, and he says, "Shut up."
I hate when the Rock.
That's Peter Quill.
That's a whole other thing.
The corporate champion, dude. The corporate eyebrow.
I hate
The
when
corporate
Rock is
elbow.
not the- yeah. But no,
You don't
I think
remember this?
Quill-
This is The
I don't
Rock's
remember
heel
this, and I
turn,
don't
dude.
understand how you're supposed to like him for that.
You weren't. He made a heel turn.
So you're supposed to hate him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, mission accomplished.
Peter Quill is now hateable. So here's my thing, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, I get it. Emotions are running high. You find out that someone very dear to you has been tragically murdered, and the person who did it is right in front of you. The thing that troubles me is the person who murdered your girl has an all-powerful, universe-ending glove on their hand that you're in the process of taking off. Why do you punch him in the face while he's got the glove? Just wait. Give me 10 minutes. You can hit him. That's my problem with Peter Quill.
Doctor Strange would tell you it's all going according to plan, though.
Maybe that's the way that it
So
is.
are we all suckers waiting for the next movie?
Maybe.
It's all going to
Kinda.
be explained. So are they coming back to life?
Yeah.
Yes.
They've got to.
I don't know.
I think it's pretty confirmed, right?
That's when the
That's going to be a cop out and a half.
Miss Marvel comes back and
Ooh.
But how does that get everyone?
we're all
We
agreed
got
that
Mantis,
she can get it right. Given the proper consent and the circumstances.
obviously.
Which is badass.
Goes
Badass.
without saying, but we won't
I
mention it.
love.
We're all about it.
So
She's
I,
sick.
I was, we were
She didn't
talking
do
about
anything
it.
wrong.
Here's the thing. Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
think
the
so.
power
She did
player.
nothing
Toph
wrong.
has an
Here's
opinion
the
on
thing.
this
On my
stuff.
first viewing of the movie, I was like, man, I was so pissed at Quill. Quill, goddamn it, I love you so much. My second viewing, Quill's like, how does he feel? She's like, he feels distressed. Distressed over what? Oh, Gamora. Gamora, he's sad about Gamora. Why is he sad about Gamora? And I'm just like, why are you telling Quill?
Well, cause she has like no common sense though. That's her thing.
So she should have
All
said.
that a baby throw.
She should have
All
said
that a
nothing. Or
baby throw.
what should she have done?
If I'm literally saving the universe by putting Thanos to sleep before he can amass the Infinity Stones, I'm gonna say,
You want me to say it?
shh, I've got a job to do. Let me put this motherfucker to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not chatting with Quill over his emotional state.
Yeah, but
Just doesn't make
she
any
just.
sense. I know it's how she is,
That's just how she is.
but it's still a throw.
I give her like
It's a baby throw.
That's like if like
a baby throw.
I don't know. It's like if a shitty character in Melee just like can't combo or something.
Nah,
They're
yeah,
just
it's not their
built that-
fault.
They're just built that way.
It's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Oh.
She can also low-key get it. Given
This
more
is
circumstances.
Nebula, Gamora's
Love
sister.
Nebula.
She was a crucial component of this throw that we're talking about.
Yeah, this
She
is
Can you break it
completely-
down, Oscar?
What's that?
Can you break it down?
she flicked over the dominoes of throwing.
She completely just told everyone the script that laid it out as clear as day. Gamora's dead. Thanos did it. You know, that bitch.
But she knew Quill was gonna. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe she didn't know Quill was gonna
isn't
solve him the job.
The real problem is that the Soul Stone was a mystery to Thanos until she threw.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think she was probably under intense torture
Yeah,
and
but-
probably admitted it, but
Well, that's Gamora that actually, right?
no.
That's
That's
she,
Nebula.
I don't blame her for that. She was. You saw that they were like pulling her.
Yeah,
apart.
they're
it was
doing some
pretty
shit. That
bad.
looked painful. That looked bad.
It was pretty bad.
I
There's a
hate-
lot of torture going
I hate
on there.
Quill. I hate that girl. Yeah, they threw.
Groot's cool.
Groot?
Groot's pretty cool.
Groot did nothing
Yeah.
wrong.
Groot's cool.
Groot's so cool.
Okay, well we'll get to him.
Thor.
Thor was probably like second hard carry now.
He
He
carried
was
pretty hard,
he
but
was badass the whole movie, but I mean, at the end of the day,
What did he throw? He didn't throw.
He threw by aiming poorly at the very
He
end.
did.
That's true. He had the
Damn,
shot, but he
boy.
just missed.
Yeah, but you're,
maybe
do
you're
you
right.
miss when you're Thor?
What?
He did all that.
I like Mango's take on all this. It's very generous. You know what I mean?
I always look for the
He
good.
tried,
in
dude.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
always
He tried
look for the
super
good
hard.
in
He just
everything.
missed.
Man, you're such a
You don't hit them all.
I
That's
just
reasonable.
missed.
Although he should, because he's a god.
He killed a whole army
Oh.
3 seconds ago. I have no idea who these people are.
We've got Vision and Wanda.
Vision never had a chance.
Vision never had
He
a
was
chance.
crippled the whole time.
He never had a chance. But
and then she didn't do it. She had to kill him, and she did. And then he just got brought back to life.
He was super busted.
They're
He
both
just time stoned it.
My issue with her was that basically, like, why did she leave the tower again? She saw, like, oh man, our Wakandan Defense Army is doing poorly. I gotta go down there and help them. And she had one job, which was to stay up there and protect Vision. And as soon as she left, they were like, yo, she peaced.
No, wait, what happened? Why did she,
She left the tower to go to the battlefield. And then the Black Order guy attacked Vision.
But her superhero instincts came into play.
Yeah, you're right.
Superhero instincts. Yeah,
I'm
you
that
guys.
was-
There's a world to be saved.
You're such a sweetheart.
There's a world to be saved, and I'm there.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's
imagine,
the
like,
party?
if you had to guard Scar, but, like, the rest of the Summit House is dying in the battlefield. Like,
Oh, you're.
you
I
want to
would-
go fight? Like,
And I would tell you, go fight, dude.
Scar.
Yeah,
Leave
Scar
me
would
to
like,
die.
I would guard
If
Scar.
I had to die, I'll go out.
So you're gonna let everyone die, not even fight, while Scar just lays there.
You would. It's a
You're
win the
not
moment.
gonna let us
Bobby.
fight? You're not gonna come help us?
Alright.
So Thor's in the clear here. You guys aren't mad at Thor.
I think.
Not
He just
mad.
missed.
I just wish you didn't go
He
with
just
that.
missed.
But you gotta hit those.
You gotta hit
That.
You gotta hit those.
Easy.
That's a universe shot. He's been training his
Wait,
whole life
so
for
if
that
he
shot.
hits it, if he hits, what do you say?
We
shoot
all
into
win.
the-
Head.
So does a headshot guarantee kill?
Yeah,
Does
apparently.
Thanos not live that?
Thanos thinks so.
Yeah, but he has the thing.
He thinks so. He said you should have aimed for my head.
That was also really badass.
It was pretty
That
badass.
was badass. I'm not mad at Thor. He did so much that like his one mistake is forgiven, I think.
That's right.
Because he put it all into play, you know. He did the, he like. He
Oh, when you created the hammer?
Yes, like he
Yeah,
did
he
so
put it
much
all on the
for
line
cause.
for
Dude,
sure.
when he shows up and Hulk gets hyped, you guys are so fucked up. I was, oh my
Yeah,
god, I
with
got
both thumbs, yeah.
goosebumps down my whole arm.
So I think Thor did enough to grant his miss, but he should have hit it.
Yeah, he definitely carried. He definitely did carry. He was like one of the few.
Well, he has the most beef. He has extra.
Yeah. That guy
He's
killed his
hella
brother.
beef. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
thinking how crazy it is that Thanos is that unstoppable that 14 million possibilities can go by where he wins.
He wins.
Just straight up.
How many summits do you think we could have before I win?
If you
About that many.
14 million?
No, I'm giving you a solid like 900,000.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
way less. That's way less.
Maybe.
But you would have to be.
No, on a good day. Have you seen Scar on a good day when he's fucking up Dunk?
He would have to get the right bracket.
I'm thinking that too, and people gotta get sick.
You got that?
Hungry Boss gotta get sick, dude. Or somebody's
And
gotta
you can't
fucking-
run into my Falco.
No way.
I can see you taking left and
I guess.
I can see you taking left on a crazy
Okay,
day.
give me 7,000 tries, and I think one day you're playing real bad.
I've played a 1 against Rizzy and have won.
All right.
Yeah, Scar's not busy.
Bump it up to
I'm
9,000
not.
or something.
I'm
Bump it up to
joking.
20,000
I'm
or
not even
something.
joking.
But anyway, I think overall, we enjoyed watching
I very
Avengers.
much
I
enjoyed
recommend
that
it.
movie. Well,
We also watched Doctor Strange. I think.
can we talk about one more logical flaw?
We may.
Toph, you brought this up. Why does Thanos not just create food for everybody in the galaxy?
Yeah,
This
pisses
is
me
a
off.
real question. The biggest throw of all, perhaps.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Because, like, Thanos' whole thing is, like, yeah, I'm going to, snap my finger and kill half the people in the universe. First of all, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because imagine there's two people. One's a mother and one's a son. And the son's a little baby. And the mother disappears. Well, you actually just killed two people because
That's
the baby
actually
can't
true.
fucking live.
And
you
when
didn't
you
make
snap
life
your-
any better for the baby, he's going to die.
What about those fools flying that helicopter?
And the whole point of the Infinity Gauntlet is you have infinite power. Why can't you just make infinite food and infinite resources for all the people that are alive? And then you don't have to kill half of them. Just
That's
double
right.
the resources.
At the very end, somebody who was flying a helicopter got snapped. And then the helicopter...
Oh yeah, that guy.
You got problems.
They even killed Samuel L.
You got problems.
Yeah, they killed Samuel L.
I think his contract was up, dude.
His
I don't know,
contract-
I'm betting big his
his contract
contract was up, so I'm not paying this fool $7 million a movie.
I think.
He just shows up, says 2 words.
But we were saying that Thanos is just inherently evil. Therefore,
He doesn't. But people say he's like a sympathetic villain or whatever. So he can't be both a sympathetic villain and inherently evil.
But I think he can be sympathetically evil.
Let me ask you a question, Mango.
I'm down.
Here's the bet that Toph and I would make. Put us in a room with Thanos for 5 minutes. It would change his mind. He's gonna be like, dude, I'll snap my fingers and make food for everybody.
You are very convincing. I
What do you
tried
think?
my goddamn hardest to not go on the show. And I couldn't do anything about it. In 14 million...
How many tries do I gotta talk to Thanos before he's like, yeah, you got a point?
No, 10 minutes. One try. 10 minutes. You put Thanos in Bobby's room. Bobby's talking about it. He's talking to him being a
Look, Thanos.
peace lover.
So imagine Oscar's Thanos. What are you gonna tell him? Pretend Oscar is Thanos.
He's actually my worst nightmare.
Well, that's Thanos. Yeah.
He's actually my worst. Sometimes I bargain with him. I say I'll pay you money. He's like, he doesn't care.
Well, you just gave me the good old please upstairs and it worked.
Yeah.
So
You did come with pretty.
I really felt worse for Ludwig than you.
You really didn't come bearing any gifts, so. There's a little layer of guilt.
I'm trying to get it on the road. Yeah, he's playing Plup tomorrow.
Anyway,
right?
thank you so much,
Wait,
Mango.
Can I say one last thing?
You absolutely may.
Can we talk about how they did my man T'Challa, Black Panther, dirty?
T'Challa.
He went out pretty badass though.
No, he did. He
No,
let them
yeah.
fight in the homeland of Wakanda.
He did. He did.
He's dead like that. He just got off a big hit movie.
He did
And
him
then-
dirty. Hopefully he comes back.
I mean, he's gonna. But I just think he opened up his homeland and then he just died.
I don't want them all to come back. That's kind of a cop out, but
Not all of them, but maybe some.
that's even more of a cop out.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Doctor Strange.
We'll see what happens. Anyway,
I'm excited for the next one.
thank you, Disney executives, for making a bunch of movies that we just talked about in our free time.
They were cool.
Thank you, Mango. Thank you, Lovage. You guys have been phenomenal.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Yeah, no, I'm lying. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna be.
Are you cutting Chillin and just putting Dunk on?
No.
You're
John's
really
right
gonna do
there.
everything?
He's committed. Why you get poor Chill's waiting his turn, dude?
Cut it. Cut
I'll
the
give-
feed.
I'll
Cut
give
the
a
feed.
dick.
Go to a break. Lovage.
Oscar's a dick.
Lovage. You're
We
killing
should
me,
have
dude.
never let him on the show.
Welcome back to the Scar and Toph Late Night Show. I'm here with Liquid. Chillin. Sup with it, homie.
What's up? How's it going, man?
What's
How
up,
you guys
Chillin?
doing?
We're
Chillin,
doing
I
wonderfully.
want you to know I've been a huge fan of you for a long time. And this is actually a really special moment for me. So this is dope.
This is a special moment for me too.
Yeah.
Because you fuckers finally invited me on your show.
That's right.
That's right.
You're far away, dude. It costs flights.
That's true.
I'm
I
down to have
respect
you
that.
come out. You want to
I
be on the
respect
reads?
Yeah, people don't think about this stuff. Like, everyone's like, man, why didn't you get such and such the reason? It's like, because we can get Pew Pew when he lives 30 minutes away.
That's true. That's cheat codes.
It's not a plane flight.
Homemade Waffles has never been on the reads. He is on the list high up.
High up.
Logistics. We're getting you on the reads,
Yeah,
dude. Don't worry.
I respect it. I respect it.
How's your summit been?
It's been dope. Once again, it's my second summit and arguably better than the first.
Ooh.
It's hard to say
What was
because it's
your
always
first?
dope. It was the last one, Summit
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And it's always a great time. I've been having a blast the whole time.
You've not been Mafia at all this time.
This time I have not.
Town.
I was cop one of the nights. I was. What was that the first night? I think I was regular town the first night, and then town tonight.
It's Town Mafia.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
tonight's game was serious. The vibe was so serious. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, we got super nerfed. If Slime was here and he could listen.
Yeah.
It's extending the deadlines. My teachers never extended my deadlines like that. We were just like, please. Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Kenshin actually used
You
to
out of
take
your
extensions
mind?
all the time. He did. You just don't remember.
And I
it.
guarantee that the rules were town bias.
Well, they
hardcore.
They clearly were. I also
3
thought
out
it
of
was
14?
really funny. Brandon brought this up that
Mm.
all 3 Mafia were sitting right next to each other. Like, Slime, you gotta shuffle a little better, dude.
I gotta tell you, when they were like
he just
Mafia.
he pulled out a fresh deck and started dealing. Like,
Yeah. I know that it was
It's-
spoiler free, so I don't think that the camera saw me, but they said, Mafia heads up. I got up, I'm looking around, and I looked to my right. Rishi's heads up, Aiden's heads up, and I looked over, I was like, It's like the biggest eye roll possible. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is going to be a nightmare. And it was.
Yeah. It was definitely. I think we need to hammer out these rules a little better, where it's a little more clear. I think for tonight, 15 people, you need at least 4 Mafia, or if it was 3 Mafia, then 2 kill power.
2 kill power.
That seems fair.
No question.
Yeah.
At least.
At least.
For sure. Yeah, no, we started doing some in Mafia, I feel like, with the rules very Mafia favored, right? And like, this is like classic like...
Slime's too nice.
Overcorrecting.
Overcorrecting, for sure.
It's all slime.
Chillin, I've always been a big fan of you. I want to tell you about... Because I'm, for sure, the most new school out of the three of us. It's kind of weird calling myself new school. I've been playing for
I'm
3
actually
years.
new school compared to Chillin.
Exactly. One of the first videos, back when I lived in Hawaii, before I even went to college, I was like 15 years old, was Ken defeated .mp4. Because back then there was no YouTube. YouTube didn't exist.
Yeah, MP4,
in the frame of reality, you had to download videos directly. It might have been actually, MOV, but I think it was MP4.
Right.
And Ken defeated it. It was you. It was you versus, and you did a bunch of up-throw uppers. That was, I think, very new technology at the time.
Yeah.
I
still to this day bring it up that I figured that out during that set. I had played Fox So Smart a billion times before that. And
you never figured out up-throw upper until that.
I didn't realize how effective it was. I was like, wait a second, this keeps working. Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing this.
That's sick.
During that exact set.
I love that it's a freestyle realization.
It was
with such high stakes, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just I don't remember what I used to do off up throw. Maybe I mixed in some other.
Did you even do up throw? Did you not?
Maybe I didn't. Maybe
forward through.
Back then, I think there was some kind of extent of just let me see what happens if I try something. Yeah. I think I definitely like back through Mart sometimes, forward throw.
Forward throw looks sick.
Let's see what happens.
And then when I played Ken, I was like, I can just up throw you and up air every single time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm winning. It was a great realization to have.
Super hysterical. Because like, okay, these days, right? You play a Captain Falcon. You want to know what you do when you grab somebody. You can go on.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Smash Bros, but basically you go on the internet and find a wealth of resources to determine what you should do off a grab.
Exactly.
Back then, so you talked to your Fox. Did you have Fox buddies back then? Were you saying, man?
No, not even.
Yeah.
So I hadn't even been playing Fox for that long at the time. I was originally a Sheik main. I started the game as a Sheik main.
Sheik was top tier at the time?
Yeah. Yeah, she was already well known as a good character, but I kind of like hit a plateau with Sheik, which is funny to think about now because I probably didn't. Because it was like 2002. Yeah. That's in retrospect.
You're sitting there in 2002 thinking, man, I really fleshed out the limits of this character.
There's nothing more I could do
yes,
with Sheik.
Definitely. She's holding me
in
back.
November 2002. So I talked to Asden, and I remember specifically the 2 characters you recommended for me. He was like, I think Young Link or Fox. Which is really funny to think about now. It's I could have just been the dopest Young Link of all time. But I opted with Fox. And
Sean, if you picked Young Link, man, I don't think you'd be here today.
I don't think you would.
You would have petered.
We would not be talking right now.
That's so funny though. Young Link or Fox.
Those were the specific recommendations.
You remember Lyjan?
Oh yeah.
See, where's Lyjan?
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
I think I would be at least better off than Legend, but I probably wouldn't be here, for sure.
So I've been a fan of you for a long time. I think I don't think you even realize the extent to which
you don't.
I find your contributions to the community, to be bountiful.
Thank you. Too.
But
you never knew until today.
But I will say that I'm a really big fan of you. All right. To me, the Leffen diss track has aged like fine wine. Every time I hear the Leffen diss track, it literally gets better. I was there. I remember Apex 2015. I went back. I was backstage, and there was a bunch of people. It was like before the Salty Suit was getting set up, and you were talking about your strategy to defeat Leffen, who, by the way, was already, I don't think a god, but very, very good.
He was on the verge.
You were talking. So you were. I don't even.
He was really good.
You were talking to Siren. And I was kind of standing near you guys. And I heard you saying, all right, well, Leffen, he's very he's really good, but he's very kind of plain, He's going to do the right thing every time. So I'm going to hit him with some of that weird stuff.
I'm going to
hit him with some falling uppers. He's not going to know I hit him.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking right there, I was like, Chillin's done.
Chillin's done for, dude.
Chillin's strategies. I'm going to try and do some falling uppers, and I'm going to beat Leffen.
I like that idea, though. I really love it.
I walked away like, wow.
He doesn't have a plan. It's half baked at best.
I did not have a good plan. No.
Yeah. But then the match started, and right before you guys actually started playing, I remember it was one of the most surreal and like vivid moments in my brain. The Left diss track came in, and it is, you know, I'm not lawful. I was just like, what the fuck? And I think I was standing like in the crowd at this point, right? And I was just like watching the rap, and I was like, this is completely unheard of. This is so ridiculous. And I was like, I had this flash of like, you know, kind of this moment of realization where I was like, if there's any way Chillin can win, it's not the Falling Uppers, it's this.
Yeah,
right? Like,
it's the
totally.
diss track.
It's the diss track. Like, no one's ever done this before.
It's gonna fry his brain.
Yeah.
He's not even ready to play Melee anymore.
Right.
Right, exactly. So we are gonna do a little segment called Rate That Rap.
Rate that rap.
So essentially, I am going to. Do you want to actually describe it? I have the cards right here.
Yeah, I'd love to describe it. It is a segment where we bring up raps and lyrics, and we rate them based on.
I'm so sorry. I
like
based on cleverness.
Oh, Chillin explains what happened.
Chillin,
I see. Chillin explains the lyrics. That's
and
what
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we asked you essentially what are some of the lyrics you're the most proud of.
Right.
And you gave us some, you know, a couple samples, and we're going to talk about kind of the inspiration behind them. And
how's this rate?
Yeah, how they play out.
I would be curious to have them rate them out of 10.
We're gonna give them all 10s.
Yeah.
We're
And we also want to hear a little about when you wrote that line, kind of what went through your brain. Right?
Okay.
I want to think about Chillin in the lab.
How about the rapper behind the rap? No,
Rapper
that's
behind
not
the
that
rap.
good.
Rapper behind the rap. All right.
We're doing it.
The first lyric. Who said you were a god? I know it wasn't Plum.
Yeah. So
Tell us a little bit about that.
this one has a lot of history. Again, as you mentioned before, Leffen was knocking on the door of the gods at that point. This was right after that tournament in Sweden where he beat both Mango and Armada, which was extremely scary for me because I knew I had the money messes, dude. Later that month, I was like, shit.
He's still getting better.
Can I call out sick? Like, it was a bad spot. But either way, shortly
Dude,
thereafter.
this was Apex 2014, right?
Apex 2015 was the money match.
You almost got a sick day. The roof fell down.
Yeah, dude, I was.
We were that close to home free, dude.
Bit.
You're the only one who wasn't celebrating when Twitch bought a new venue.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. And turning out, I was like, fuck
you're like, hell yeah, let's postpone this indefinitely.
That sucks. That sucks.
Can't do anything about the weather.
Rough. Goddamn Twitch had to save the day.
I know, dude. You're the only one.
You motherfuckers.
I never thought about it that way.
No, I knew that Leffen was like on the verge, and a lot of people had been talking about him as like on that level of the gods. And then a week later, I think after that Sweden tournament, it was when he traveled to the U.S. and he lost to Plup Samus in a very convincing set.
Yeah.
He actually got destroyed by Plup Samus.
Yeah.
And at that point, this was also the same weekend that he had beaten Mango and Armada. I went to a Michigan tournament and I lost to Duck and Hugs. And so he had been playing that up on Twitter a lot. Obviously, there's a Twitter beef between us. He'd been like, wow, you're so bad versus Samus. And then a week later, he lost to Plup Samus. Caught the hands, and I was like, well...
I gotta fire back.
I gotta fire back at this. And so, as far as the whole Leffen being a god discussion, who said you were a god? I know it wasn't Plup.
I know it wasn't Plup.
That's a
brilliant.
killer line.
And I think the beauty of that line is that it still holds up to this day. Because
yeah, it does.
Leffen still be getting fucked up about Club a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little bit timeless.
Where's the Tafo stats?
Give us
the Tafo stats on that one.
It still happens a fair bit. It's just happened at Big House. And you know what's funny is I tweeted that right after the Big House set, and so many people got mad. They were like, Chillin, relax.
Relax,
You
dude.
don't want Leffen to... I'm like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
Like, me and Leffen are cool now.
We're cool now.
I
get
you.
you.
It was a joke. It was a reference.
To this day, whenever I say anything that's like potentially misconstrued on commentary, or if we do like a show, which we, no more Scar and Toph show. R.I.P. I always clarify. I'm like, no, we're friends.
Right.
You know, I'll be like, Mewtwo King's a fucking idiot. By the way, we're super good friends. We go way back.
Right. But you
And then
can't
people
do
are
that
like,
in
okay,
a
I get
tweet. I wasn't gonna put that at the end of the tweet.
You know why?
Twitter's dangerous.
Back then it was.
It is
Back then it wasn't 280 yet. It was 140.
That's true.
You couldn't. Spam was. Characters were like prime real estate back then.
That's true.
You could blow fucking words on.
You had to
I want more
truly
rap.
make
You
sure.
really did. So.
Oh, we got a double-sided one?
We got a double-sided one.
my.
All right, let's go with this one because this is actually my favorite. I want you to know this is the first. So the Leopard diss track, I think by far the most iconic Chillin Dude rap song.
Right.
But this was the line, the first line I heard where I heard and I was like, ugh! And I had to pause and I had to go back because it went so hard and it was so dope. So I'm gonna.
Oh man.
Hugs this year, looking real shaky, son. How many Ganons you beat lately? None.
Ooh.
There's the video.
Ooh, shit.
And it shows Ganon, Nun's Ganon going in a little
The
bit.
wordplay.
The
was
wordplay
there.
is so. I mean,
So the thing about that was, I believe they had just had a set where Nun lost with Falcon, and then switched to Ganon and proceeded to win the rest of the set with Ganon.
that's right.
Which, at the time, Hugs was already having a bad year. And he got that one win on Nun's Falcon.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Nun goes, the lower tier character, wins the rest of the set. It was just too easy. I literally had to make
You feel like
a
that one
reference
wrote
there.
itself.
That one wrote
Exactly.
No.
It wrote itself, but I do like just the fact that, None also means zero.
None,
It
yeah.
That's right.
means nothing.
He's not
That's
beating
right.
me.
That's the number of Ganons he had beaten lately.
This
At that point.
is my favorite.
It's perfect. It just I feel like a puzzle.
It was a genuine question. How many Ganons have you beat lately? None.
That's a genuine answer.
And then I'm like, oh, None is also his name. Oh my god.
It's like up through up air.
Exactly.
It keeps working.
Sudden
It's like keeps
realization.
working.
And I had no choice but to hammer it in because
Yeah.
it was too easy.
Oh my god. To me, this is a 10 out of 10 line.
I think it's super funny that Hugs was having a bad year.
I think it's funny.
that just that opening premise cracks me up.
Side note, I have this like
Hugo,
secret, I have
dude.
this theory about Hugo, which is that like anything Hugo does in tournament is funny. But that I mean, when Hugo beats someone, it's funny, and when he
Right.
loses to someone, it's funny. Literally,
That's
every
true.
set Hugo plays, the results.
It's always funny.
It's always funny.
It's never not funny.
No, it's never not funny. So, anyways,
Was
I
Hugo,
super
was Hugo
respect it.
Chu funny?
Yes.
Yeah, it was actually.
It was
hilarious.
funny. It was like it was
was-
dark humor.
It was heartbreakingly hilarious.
Yeah, this is dark comedy.
It's heartbreakingly legitimate.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, I gotta say,
think
I
it
really
is.
like whoever printed out these
I'll give it to
cards. If you want to just zoom in again, I really like. There's a little picture of Chillin Dude
I
on
like
each
how
card,
it credits me
and
at the bottom.
it shows like you gotta.
Chillin' Dude 829. That's who wrote that.
In case you were wondering.
And it's got a little picture showing like what his his mental state might be at the time as he's delivering this sick lyric.
It
So
was.
I'm gonna turn this card around to show you guys the final Chillin' Dude lyric, and it is trying different angles, man. Stick to one. Yeah, I got 5-0. You lost 6-0.
Oh.
Chillin', wait.
So another Nun reference.
Before we before we
Okay.
go into this, we asked you for the best Chillin' lyrics of all time, and 2 out of the 3 you gave us had to do with Hugs losing to Nun.
No, so the third one is about Mike losing to Nun.
Oh, this is Mike.
This was the Mike Hayes district.
Okay.
Okay, so I did
We're all over
slightly
the map.
reuse the Nun thing, but I think it was a completely different context.
Hmm.
I think it made sense given that I did get 5-0'd. Mike had infamously lost a grand final set 6-0 to Nun. I think it was actually 6-1, but Nun just painted the picture and made everyone misconstrue it as a 6-0. And he did
Who's surprised? None bending the facts to suit his narrative. What else is new?
Either way, the stuff he did to Mike in that set was
disgusting.
ridiculous.
It was disgusting.
It was almost mean.
We gotta watch it.
So, and this one has a couple different meanings to it. Mike tries to take different angles at humor, but he also tries to take different angles firefoxing when he's recovering against Nun. And yet Nun still edge guards him, and his humor still falls flat.
Still falls flat. It's not working. Not working, Mike.
They both don't work. So, if he just stuck to one angle, then it would probably work out better for him than trying all this different stuff that none of it's working.
I love this.
Sliced him up, dude.
And then the rest of the line is self-explanatory. Yeah, I got 5-0. You lost 6-0. That's
You beat
one
Rabbit.
worse Do the math.
That's the B rabbit.
Do the math.
For me,
that is the B rabbit.
That's the B rabbit.
Exactly.
You gotta do every once in a while.
You're gonna try to throw me under the bus. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus.
I
I'm gonna throw you under the
already
bus
know.
harder.
Your name's Clarence.
I'm gonna
Your
take
real
you down.
name's Clarence.
Exactly.
What do you say? Like, Clarence grew up in a house with 2 parents. Both Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah.
Stevie.
It's great.
It is a great
What
movie.
could Clarence say at that point?
He literally could say nothing.
He was done. He was completely done.
6-0.
You got 6-0 by now?
6-0. Yeah, I got 5-0, but
You lost 6-9.
6-0.
It was also good phrasing, I think.
Yes, I got. Yeah, I actually didn't even see.
Chillin, do you have any? Before we go, I just want to ask you any plans for your rap career coming up. Anything we should
Any big plans? Yeah,
You
big
have
moves.
the floor.
I have a super secret project in the works that I can't talk about. But it
I like
features
that.
a lot of other rappers, and it's gonna be good, and it's Smash Ultimate related. I think I've practically given it away already.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
But I'm not gonna fully give it away. So you guys just have to.
Well, your secret's safe with all of us.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for that.
We will.
Release date?
And
hopefully before Smash Ultimate's release date.
yeah, and we will get our people in touch with your people with regards to the reads.
Ooh.
I'm super down.
I need to be.
I think it'd be
on
quite
Reeds.
fun.
I think that what I thought was interesting, Scar.
Tell me.
Out of everyone in this house, who was the first person you met?
Yeah. Yes.
It was probably me. It was probably me.
Maybe DJ. I'm gonna need to take this offline, but you're in the top 2.
Okay.
You got to be in the
It's
top
either
2. Yeah. And I was
Okay.
super scared of you. I was super fucking scared of you. We can talk about this some other time.
Okay.
I was like, oh my god, it's Chillin, dude. Oh my god, it's Chillin, dude. He's hanging out with all the cool kids. MDVA. You guys were like, what was the crew? Team Arlington?
TA.
Were you Team Arlington? No,
I
you
wasn't.
were
I was
HUYL.
HUYL.
These guys have an acronym that
For
stands for
life.
"Ha ha you lose." I was intimidated.
It was serious.
But I'm glad that we could break bread now.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm
Thank
gonna
you guys.
remember our deep link.
Of course. For the rest of the time.
We're gonna have to get Chillin on the
I
reads.
still, when I first look at you, I always just think Bach. First, I always called him Bach for a while. Well, it's not actually a good comparison.
I could see it when I went back and looked.
When you had glasses, but you were like already a better looking Bach.
Now when you
Already.
see Bach, I hope you call him Scar.
I do. I'm like, what's up, glasses, Scar? That's what I
We're gonna go to a quick break. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Chillin.
Of course.
We're gonna have
Thank
a
you for having
sick guest who's equally sick as Chillin, dude, but in other ways. In just a minute. Thanks again, Chillin. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks for having me, guys.
we're back. We've got a very special treat. My boy, your boy, everybody's boy, Dunk the Dunskies has some words for us. Take it away, Dunk.
So what's up, everybody? So, at the roast of Hugo, my notes got all messed up. Right? We all remember that. And I didn't get to roast everybody as hard as I wanted to, but now I get to dunk on people. I got my second chance. So let's start it. Leffen, you look like Pajama Sam bleached your hair. Get dunked on. Leffen, you look like a ghetto Santa Claus. I get dunked on. Ludwig, I'm pretty sure your dick burst into flames when you jerk off. I get dunked on. Scar, you know less about the current state of Melee than Baby Mango. I get dunked on. Alex 19, you're bald. Chillin. You crush Shelly during sex and you have a shitty heart. I get dunked on. Muta King, your peach is worse than Scarmata. Retire it, please, for all of us. I get dunked on. Wizrobe, you take longer to start a match than it takes Hugo to take a piss. I get dunked on. Hungrybox, nobody likes your puff. I get dunked on. Hand me a beer. Give me a motherfucking beer.
Let's go, Dunk.
Let's go, Dunk.
SFAT, you're half Eleven's Fox and double his bad hair decisions. I get dunked on. Swedish Delight, you always look like you're about to ask a question. I get dunked on.
I just thought about it.
Snowy, at the summit, you're pretty much an accessory for Leffen. I get dunked on. Slocks, just shave your mustache. Just shave your mustache. For me. I get dunked on. Rishi, you look like if Zane and Tophkins went in the time machine and something went horribly, horribly wrong. I get dunked on. DJ Nintendo, I can't see you behind this grain of rice. I get dunked on. And Rob, you look like Larry Bird, like an anorexic Larry Bird. I get dunked on. And chat, don't think I forgot about you. If you're using light mode, you're an idiot. All right? And if you're using dark mode, you're a goddamn virgin.
Oh, wow.
Get dunked on. Go back here. So this has been... What are we going to do? You're cutting? This has been the Scar and Toph Late Night Show.
Thanks for having me.
We love you, Dunk. Toph, let's go town.
Let's go town.
This has been our show from Summit. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you for finals tomorrow. Peace out.